Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to attempt to make a video here. So some people were requesting actually seeing like stamina, spirit, AoE, paladin farming. This is hardcore, so I'm going to be a little bit more careful than usual. Hopefully we don't DC and die, but if we do, it'll be recorded, so that'll be nice. As you can see here, this is a properly talented paladin, level 42, unlike test pally. Scratch my back. I do have an imp buff on me from a mage. We're going to keep that up there. I actually asked for it. It is what it is. Mostly to level my skills for a hot second here. Excuse me, I'm making a video. F off. And as you can see here, we're in full like stamina, spirit, plate mail gear. Nothing to really see all that interesting, except for the chest piece is, you know, a piece of really good blue gear I like to pick up off the auction house at level 39. Some enchants, knightly longsword with sharpening spike, mithril shield spike on a green shield. Nothing all that interesting. We do have 5 out of 5 readout, and we have a blessing of sanctuary as well as like healing in combat and so forth and so on. So what's going to happen here, or what I've liked to say before, is readout when you're grinding on like 3 mobs, readout is going to negate the damage of basically like about 1 mob. Blessing of Sanctuary will negate the damage of another mob, and then your Spirit Regeneration will just negate the damage of like the 3rd and final mob. So if I go over here, you'll see that this raptor here is hitting me for a whopping like 29 damage. That's really loud on my end. Let me turn it down a little bit there. Go 5%. Maybe I got my volume turned up super high for whatever reason. Yeah, 27. So if I turn off Blessing of Sanctuary, I'm going to get hit for, what is that, 37 instead? Block, okay. 35. 37. 33. 35. Okay, cool. So how Blessing of Sanctuary actually works is it happens before armor. So it reduces enemy damage, in this case, by 14, but then the rest of the damage is reduced by 51%. Generally, when you're leveling, your armor will be somewhere in the vicinity of 50%-ish on your paladin, which means that what it says it does basically cut that in half. So this is reducing incoming damage by basically 7 per mob that's attacking me, as opposed to, you know, the actual 14 that it says in the tooltip. Now, with Stamina, Spirit Gear, Paladin, I prefer to farm 2 mobs at a time on hardcore and 3 mobs at a time on non-hardcore. Just so we're clear with the buffs that I have, I do have a Spirit Regeneration Scroll active. I have an armor. It was just in my bag, so I just popped it on me. I was like, whatever, get the hell out of here. But you can buy those off the auction house, pretty good. So we're going to try to do some proper non-hardcore AoE farming here. If you have to use rank 1 consecration to pull, it's fine. We're going to want to attack the level 41 mob. And I'm actually going to want to burn one of these mobs down as quickly as possible. This is super dangerous on hardcore. Really don't like doing it. It's very easy if I use bubble or bop and a bandage in this particular case. But, you know, wait a second. We want to do consecrations every 9 seconds for spirit regeneration purposes. So I'm going to swap auras here. I'm going to put down a consecration. I'm actually going to heal myself to full. And I will judge on this mob. Okay, cool. Reconsecrate. Seal of Righteousness and chill. I want this 41 mob to die as quickly as possible, but he's kind of not going to. Like, you know, it is what it is. But you can see how sus this is in hardcore. Once we get down to 2 mobs, though, it's going to get to be a joke. Alright, last mob. I'm just going to let Spirit Regeneration happen. There's not really any point for me to judge this Seal of Wisdom in this mob. He's going to be dead before then. And voila. Okay? Plenty of time to loot. Let Spirit Regeneration happen while looting. Heal myself back up to full. And you're good to go. It's actually really easy even with the Stamina Spirit Gear. Alright, do I like doing that in hardcore? Hell fucking no. Much rather prefer pulling 2 mobs on Classic World of Warcraft hardcore than 3. You can see that was a little sus. Still had bop, still had bubble, still had bandages, still had potions, still had lay on hands. The dilemma for me is that what if I DC'd, right? Like, what happens if I DC? I just die, right? A terrible idea. So because of my internet connection, you're not going to see me doing any of that nonsense on hardcore. This is like the only time I'll ever be doing AoE pulls in hardcore classic WoW. Come on, I want 2 mobs. Okay, cool. Much prefer to fight 2 mobs. You're going to see that we're going to have an insanely easier time fighting 2 than 3. Readout's not as effective in this particular case, but everything else is just beautiful. Okay, we still want to wait a hot second on... So we wait a second for the spirit regeneration, then we consecrate again. We're going to hit this guy a couple more times. I'm going to tab over and judge. Reseal wisdom. It doesn't really matter for us to wait for the regeneration. You can see we don't even have to heal. Like, I haven't even healed yet. And I'll probably do 1 more consecrate, and then I'm just going to let spirit regeneration and knightly longsword take the wheel. Actually, I probably shouldn't even have consecrated there now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, bad call, bad call. Almost back up to full mana is what it is, right? Let's try that again. Be a little bit more mana efficient with it. Those are only level 40 mobs. Let's try to get some 41s. Alright, 2 41s should do nicely. Seal of Wisdom, double Seal of Wisdom, Consecration, and we're letting mana regeneration happen. Okay, Consecration, Spirit Tick done. Another Consecration, Spirit Tick, and Consecrate. I like to watch my mana bar sometimes to look for the Spirit Tick. Okay, we're going to judge Wisdom here now. We're going to reseal Wisdom. We're going to put down the Consecration. I'm going to heal myself for good measure, even though I really don't need to. Okay, perfect. Crit heal. And we're just going to let Spirit Regeneration and our Reflect damage kill the rest of the mobs. Although why this asshole is still alive, I do not know. Okay, good. Readout. Thank you. Take him out. Jesus. Now, is that faster than single target? No idea. We could test that really fast. But you can see the Spirit Regeneration is really, really good there. I'll switch over to my Mug of Hurt. Picked it up for like 5 gold off the auction house. Need it for PvP anyways. Decent leveling item. I'm going to put a solid weight stone on this thing that I bought off the auction house. We are going to use... I think we actually use Might for the single target variant of this. Okay, so we need to compare those kill times for the 2 mobs and the 3 mobs to what I'm about to do with the Netflix and chill thing here. So this is my general way I like leveling in hardcore. We just do the Netflix and chill build. Everything is super up to date at level 42. So I just got done training a new rank of Seal of the Crusader. Thank God. I just got done training a new rank of Seal of Might. A Blessing of Might. Thank God. Everything is super up to date here. Really happy about it. Damn, this is... Why am I taking forever to kill this mob? That is really weird. This is sad and pathetic. Yeah, that's not normal. 30 seconds? That's messed up. I must be missing the crap out of this thing or something. Alright, come here. Level 40, sure. Judge, seal, consecrate. Are we in double consecration mode? Is that what I need to do? Are we double consecrating these days? Okay, she's almost done. Our kill time should be about 25 seconds, which is why I'm really confused it's actually taking so long. I'm watching the mana bar. Mana's fine. I don't need a double consecration. Okay, we're past the 25-second mark. That was gross. Watch me switch over the Knightly Longsword and see if it does any better. It shouldn't. Mug of Hurt is literally doing, let's see here, 11 more DPS. So if my Knightly Longsword is killing this mob faster for whatever reason, I'm going to puke. Okay. Yeah, and Netflix and chill variant absolutely cannot die. Please don't kill him faster. Please don't kill him faster. Pretty please. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm like, I don't want the Knightly Longsword to kill faster. That would be terrible. Schwink. Schwink. Okay, it's not, but it's about the same speed. Yeah, it's very close. We definitely need a double consecration there. That's disgusting. Alright, whatever. Go away. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, so that's the Netflix and chill variant. We've all seen that before, obviously. Let's do the I'm actually awake and playing my character properly variant. This is going to cause me to switch these seals. We'll judge Crusader since it's a nice up-to-date rank of Crusader. We're going to throw down a max rank consecration, and then we are going to miss and dodge. Yeah, all over the place. Awesome. Let mana regenerate. Health bar going down. I like to judge and then finish off with Crusader. That way, Crusader is available for the next mob to fight. Like, by the time we run over there, my judgment's going to be back up. If I have to hit the mob once or twice, it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, so when the mob gets down, like, 15% or so life, just judge the Seal of Righteousness into them. That way you don't actually waste it. But, yeah, this is supposedly the normal, faster way to do things. All right, let's look at the times. Almost down to judgment range. 10 seconds. Okay, judge. Reseal Crusader. Finish off the mob. Not much faster, right, than the Netflix and chill variant. Yep. Welcome to Classic WoW Paladin. It just is what it is. Okay, switch that, switch that, switch that. All right, cool. So I'm going to pause the video here, and then I'm going to go solo probably the hardest mob in all of Stranglethorn Vale, other than, like, King Mukla, I think. I'm going to go solo Bangladesh. I'm going to partner up with the Priest. The Priest is just going to be there for DC protection. But I'm going to go solo Bangladesh just so we can see... I call him Bangladesh. I don't know what the hell his name is. Bagheera? What the hell? Just so we can see... I can talk more about the power of Stamina Spirit on Paladin in general. Wow. Okay, yeah. Maybe it was faster. Jesus. Would you die already? What the fuck? Alright, cool. Yep, gonna pause the video. Be right back. Yeah. Look at this. Yellow latency. Definitely want a battle buddy for this one. Yep. It always unpauses. Alright, you guys are unpaused. Nice. Let's check to see we're recording. We are. Sweet. Alright, cool. I'm just clearing out the tigers until the priest gets here. Just trying to tell the priest friend to just stand there and look pretty, basically. While we solo King Tiger. Bangalash. Okay, Bangalash. I always call him Bangladesh and call it good. Buffs are wearing out, so we will get this party started. Here's a kitty cat. Yeah, yellow latency. Great. Some things I really wanted to talk about. I suppose I can use the Mug of Hurt. It's not that big of a deal. Yeah, we'll use Mug of Hurt. Okay. We want this. So, what was I trying to say here really fast? I talked about before that there's this powerful compounding synergy between Stamina Spirit on your gear, the plate mail, a blessing of Sanctuary, and just everything going on with the Paladin in general. That basically just very quickly makes you unkillable. Alright, well, she'll be here in a little bit, so we'll just start this process really fast here. So we're going to walk up to the big scary elite tiger. We are going to judge Seal of Light on him. We are going to take note of how much damage we are taking through our armor and through everything. We are taking... I'm going to switch over to the Knightly Longsword. We are taking a decent amount of damage, but, in the grand scheme of things, it's basically nothing, right? A little heal here really fast. You can see that it's not enough damage to outpace our general spirit regeneration. This will change, of course, when he gets low life and he summons his mobs a little bit, but when that happens, it's like whatever. But basically, here's the synergy. The fast one-handed weapon is healing me for quite a bit with Judgment of Light. I could Judge Wisdom and get even more mana back, but what the Judgment of Light does is it lets the Spirit regeneration gear basically just last longer, if that makes any sense. So Bangladesh is going to summon his mobs. I'm going to try to stop him from summoning. If I stun him at 50% and get him below 50%, he might not summon his ads. Yeah, he's not summoning his ads. So you stun him at 50%, doesn't summon the ads. So just remember that. It works the same way with Van Cleef. He summons his ads, I think, at like 50% life. If you stun him and get him below 50% life, it just doesn't happen. So since I know Bangladesh summons ads, you know, just stun him at 50% life, push him over 50%. He won't summon his stupid ads. It just is what it is. Heal the full. Put down our consecration for good measure. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Yep, easy peasy. Right, but what I wanted to say is that I've messed around with Judgment of Light before, but... yeah, I asked for some buffs. That's funny. Really? Oh, I typed 3Ks by accident? That's funny. Let me try that, KKK. Wow. Okay. Go figure. Anyways, let's talk about the power of synergy here. So, what's going on? Well, I've messed around with Seal of Light before. Seal of Wisdom. Seal of Wisdom, in theory, is a better seal when you're doing this. Let me try emptying my mana bar and finding a raptor or something to fight, because Bangladesh wasn't all that scary. I've messed around with Seal of Wisdom before. In theory, Seal of Wisdom is better than Seal of Light, right? Because it's going to give you the same amount of... rather than health, it's going to give you back mana. And I can turn the mana in... every point of mana I have, I can turn into 2 points of healing, basically. So in theory, it's better. But it is better to use Seal of Wisdom than Seal of Light when you are in Stamina Intellect gear. But with the Stamina Spirit gear, the Seal of Light is just causing me to not have to heal anywhere near as much, which means I get to do more mana regeneration from the Spirit side of the gear. At current level, and yeah, the Mage just buffed me for an extra massive chunk of Spirit. My Spirit regeneration is a little bit insane, so that's 34 to 92. Okay, 51, so we got a -1 from this. Yeah, so I'm healing for, what the hell was that? Almost 60 mana a tick, so somewhere in the vicinity of like 30 mana a second Spirit regeneration. Like, what the balls, right? So, let's do a little test here. We'll empty the mana bar. Oh yeah, I don't have free crit heal, so that'll empty pretty damn fast. Alright, we'll do a little test here on, yeah, level 41 Raptor, perfect. So, we're going to use our Knightly Longsword on our little level 1 Raptor friend here. We're going to see how quickly our mana regenerates with the Seal of Wisdom. Okay, Seal of Wisdom, Seal of the Crusader. I'm going to put down one consecration to empty the mana bar, and then we're going to chill. And we want to see how much damage we take before this Raptor kills and what our mana bar looks like afterwards. So we can see like the totality of what is happening here. Holy crap. Is this thing going to proc? Like, what the fuck? Thank you. I'm like, it's 50% per hit. What the hell? Give me my damn mana. Okay. I should be using Blessing of Might, though, if we're doing a 1v1. Alright, so damn near a full mana bar back in that space and time. That's with the Spirit Regeneration gear and the Blessing of Wisdom. But we lost, I want to say 20% life during that whole escapade. So let's go over here. Do I have any? I do not. I'll just drink a little bit. Okay, cool. Alright, this time we're going to do Judgment of Light. But apparently I have to wait a hot second. Like, what the balls? Judgment of Light. Okay, cool. Jesus. Give me my mana. Yeah, I can see that. Alright. Now, no consecration this time around. We're just going to sit here and we're going to let the spirit regeneration do its thing. Is my health bar going anywhere? No. So the health bar is not going anywhere. Spirit regeneration is still going to be doing like 30 mana regenerating a second right now. In theory, I should be using Blessing of Might, so this would kill the raptor faster, but, you know, whatever, we're here to do what we're here. Yeah. Yeah. Noticeably less mana regeneration. Health bar basically didn't move. But the other cool thing is I don't actually need to heal myself, so I can just literally run over to the next raptor, judge them. Let's actually use a Blessing of Might this time around. Maybe we'll take more damage. Hell if I know. So yeah, you can see that the performances are actually pretty damn close because I didn't have to heal myself. I literally just got to run to the next mob, which means even more spirit regeneration. And on top of that, it's incredibly safe. So if I like zoink out for whatever reason, or I Netflix and chill, everything is perfectly fine. So I personally think the spirit regeneration gear is absolutely amazing. Now, would I pull 4 mobs? Hell no. You can in spirit regeneration gear. It's just not advisable. We are green right now, so I could try pulling 4 mobs. The problem with pulling 4 mobs is you definitely need to use Bop and Bubble, and you have to use bandages, and you have to drink afterwards. And in my personal opinion, it's literally just not worth it. Maybe we can find the Elite Raptor and beat his ass really fast here. Anyways, I think I'll end the video here, and Deus Vult. Did I ever get done explaining the powerful synergy between A, B, and C? I don't think I did. I like doing it in other videos, so maybe we'll just do it right here while we chill a little bit. Alright, so the totality of the synergy in your Stamina Spirit gear is basically this. If I rip off all my gear right now, my Spirit Regeneration is going to be about 25 mana every 2 seconds. But with the Spirit Regeneration gear, I'm getting closer to like 50 mana every 2 seconds. That's assuming I ignore the majority of these buffs that are going on here right now. So my Spirit Regeneration gear is basically doubling the amount of mana regeneration that I get while fighting the mobs. Also, we're using a rotation that we're front-loading all the spell damage so we get as much Spirit Regeneration as is humanly possible. The powerful synergies taking place here are that your plate mail gear is causing you to take noticeably less damage. Therefore, your spirit, you don't have to heal yourself anywhere near as much. Therefore, your spirit regeneration gets to tick more. Having readout in the talent tree is also super helping with that. You take noticeably less damage when you have readout, especially when you're fighting multiple mobs at a time. What else is going on? If you have Blessing of Sanctuary, especially for fighting multiple mobs, you're going to be taking noticeably less damage. The reason why I'm using Might is I'm single target right now. There's no threat of me dying whatsoever. I don't need Blessing of Sanctuary, so I might as well just use this super up-to-date Blessing of Might. If Blessing of Might got out of date, I might consider using Blessing of Sanctuary, because she does give you a good bit of reflect damage, but it's not as much as you would think. Having points in shield specialization is also really good. Like if I took this King's point out here and had one in there, it's also really good. Toughness, we've talked about why toughness is super valuable before, especially with shield blocking. Toughness does nothing for you when you're using Blessing of Sanctuary, but shield block damage reduction is after armor. So if you have to choose between getting a point in toughness and getting a point in shield specialization, toughness is actually noticeably better. Let's pull 3 mobs over here. It's not that big of a deal. This might be bad, actually. Yeah. Alright, well, I'm going to use Judgment of Wisdom and Seal of Wisdom. I really don't know what I was thinking doing this. I guess we're just doing something stupid for the sake of argument. But the fact that I don't have to heal myself for a million years just lets the stamina regeneration just happen. So I'm not going to consecrate right now. I'm just going to let this mana bar go all the way back up. I will judge Wisdom here in a hot second, but we're just gonna finish off this mob here. Target the larger mob. We will use Crusader. We'll throw down a Consecration. We will switch over to Consecration Aura, and we'll heal ourselves to full. Okay, cool. Back to Red Aura. We are chilling like a villain. Wait for the Spirit Regeneration. Watch for the Spirit Regeneration. Do another Consecration. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Like okay. Now, do I like doing this on hardcore? Hell no. All I have to do is to die is DC here. Which means, yeah, there might be, like, you know, a 1% chance I DC every, like, 3 mob pulls. But that just means eventually I'm going to die. Like, there's a reason why I had my friend come over there and help me with the Scary Elite Tiger. Because if I DC there, you know, a 1% chance, no thank you. No thank you. Yeah, so I'm already covering territory I've covered before. Stamina, Spirit Gear, Paladin. Stamina, Spirit Gear, if you're leveling a Shaman, is also incredibly powerful for the same reasons. Shaman literally has all the exact same toolkit that a Paladin does have. She's just a little bit more less interesting, in my opinion. She has Blessing of Sanctuary in one of her Earth Totems that reduces damage. Shaman has basically Judgment of Light and Judgment of Wisdom in their Healing Spring Totem and their Mana Spring Totem, respectively. Their Searing Totem is basically the equivalent of a Blessing of Might, if you want to think of it that way. Oh, hey, Tethys. Nice. Go beat him up. This is a guy... Oh, there's one last thing I like to do if I'm in a farming area, is the DC test. Okay, so I'm going to stand here and do absolutely nothing. I'll throw up a seal here really fast so we can judge time. But what I'm asking myself right now is, if I DC'd, how long can I survive while being DC'd? In this case, we're asking ourselves this question without Blessing of Sanctuary up. So this will help me decide whether I'm scared of DCing with a Blessing of Might, or if I need to have Blessing of Sanctuary up for whatever reason, if that makes any sense. If there was more patrols in the area, I would definitely have Blessing of Sanctuary up, because DCing, I might come back and I'll be suddenly being killed by 2 mobs, as opposed to being killed by just this 1 mob here. But there's not a lot of patrols in this area. This jackass here is probably the most patrol-y thing around, and basically I got eyes on him. It's not that big of a deal. So it's already been a minute of me talking, and this mob hasn't even killed me yet, right? I don't even want to know how long it would take this mob to kill me if I had Blessing of Sanctuary on. It would probably increase the time by, like, easily 30% or more. So yeah, so I'm looking at, like, 2 minutes, like over 2 minutes of DC protection here, no problem. Just got crit back-to-back. Block's not really helping. Okay, cool. All right, we're just going to finish off this mob here really fast. But we do like... I do like to see how long I can survive. That's the other really important thing with this stamina. The Stamina Spirit Gear doesn't really do anything for you. But if you're judging light into the mob for whatever reason... what this basically means is that when the DC happens, I'm not going to be 70% life. I'm not going to be 80% life. When the DC happens, I will be full life. There's even a really good chance that the mob, especially if you have Blessing of Sanctuary on, that the mob literally kills themselves trying to kill you. So you can be DC'd for like exactly 1 million years. All right. So I'm going to beat on this mob a little bit, and then we're going to pretend that I DC'd when the mob was, like, at 50% life. Like, this is a pretend that we're going to do. Pretend with me, la, la, la. Okay, almost, okay. So we're going to pretend that we DC'd right now. And we're going to take a drink of water. I guarantee you this mob dies before he kills me. I can also guarantee you that it's going to take exactly 1 million years for this mob to die. My guess is he'll be dead in a minute. The Retribution Aura and the block, the shield spike, and all that stuff, this mob will be dead, like no problem. DC protection, Paladin, la 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 la. Stay away, Tethys. We don't want you over here. Come on, Tethys. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. I really want to move to the left. I have my hand on the keyboard and everything. I'm like, don't do it. But yeah, you can see why if there's padding mobs around, you definitely want Blessing of Sanctuary for DC protection purposes. So hopefully we've already, you know, shown in no uncertain terms that I got literally like 2 to 3 minutes to come back. This mob is actually going to kill himself before he kills me, even though he's doing pretty good right now. Damn. Yeah, so I think I'll end the video here and Deus Vault, but for me, getting level 42, level 41 on your Paladin is a huge survivability power spike in World of Warcraft hardcore mode, because that's when you have your Blessing of Sanctuary, that's when you got your plate mail gear. Level 42 is awesome because that's when, you know, you train a new rank of Seal of Crusader, you train a new rank of Seal of Might, or Blessing of Might. Yep. Okay, cool. So now that's an interesting thing to take note of, right? Is that this mob was half-life when I did a DC test, and he took me to half-life and then died in the process, which means there's not an insignificant chance, maybe 50-50, that if I DC when I'm full life and for some reason I can't get back in 5 minutes, there's a good chance this mob just kills himself without me dying whatsoever. Poor Tethys. Are these guys looking for Tethys? Like, what's going on here? I can drag Tethys over to them and see if they want to deal with him. Yeah, let's do that really fast. You guys want Tethys? Like, what's going on here? Now let's aggro Tethys. Tennis? Is that really an N in your name? No, it's Tethys. You guys want this guy or what? What are we doing? No? Okay. Just curious. Curiosity killed the cat. Da 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 da. Okay, they do want him. Sweet. Alright, well, I guess I'll just help them out here really fast. La 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 la. La 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 la. Yeah, bit of a joke. Alright, we're good to go. Alright, well anyways, I'll end the video here, and Deus Vault boys. Yeah, you can see how quickly your mana bar goes down if you're not very diligent with it. I really don't care. I like Stamina Spirit Gear. I think it's awesome. Yeah, so great DC protection, the power of the synergy, the reflect damage. Level 41, tons of reflect damage. If you want super DC protection, get yourself a Thorium Shield Spike and not this like limp dick Mithril Shield Spike. Make sure you have like a an actual, like, you know, good shield. Blah 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 blah. Use armor kits. Definitely got a couple armor kits here. I think I only got armor kits in 3 places. Yeah. Probably the best enchant for DC protection. And now that I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna get one when this piece of armor gets outdated. Oh, that's a good observation. Let's do I want to log out here? Let me get to a safe place and I'll show you how to build a Paladin for unrivaled DC protection, which is actually what I'm going to do with this Paladin. A little bit of a news update here. I'm not going to level Pally Time very much on hardcore server. I'm going to level my Dwarf Paladin on the PvP server. Pally Time at level 42 is high enough level that just sitting and bathing in rested XP is not the worst way to go. And I super need to go level my other Paladin so he can go bathe in rested XP as well. He's like level 14 or something sad and pathetic like that. But I want to show the gear that is really, really good for AFK protection. Although it probably is going to be a little expensive on the auction house right now. But you can find a blacksmith to make it for you a little bit cheaper. It's actually going to be the True Silver Breastplate. If we have one up here, yeah, level 44 for 20 gold. That's not bad. Maybe I could get a Paladin to make it cheaper for me. But yeah, that 3% chance to heal for, you know, an average of, what is that, 80 HP while you're DC'd is worth its weight in gold. Super good DC protection to have a true silver breastplate. You can even rock that all the way to level 60 with no problem whatsoever. Like if I let's look at the armor on this thing. Yeah, 520 armor on the true silver breastplate. The hydraulics. This is really good armor. Not going up all that much. Let's look at a level 57 item by comparison. Yeah, so you're not losing very much armor. Literally rock the true silver breastplate all the way to level 60 for DC protection. In fact, I really should end this video right here and go make a dedicated video. So if you've watched this video for this long, don't go watch the other video. I really should make, now that I'm thinking about it, I should make a dedicated video for it. But the enchant in question to use, let me pause the video here really fast. Okay, cool. The enchant in question to use that can be a little pricey, but if you get your true silver breastplate, it's super, super good, is the absorption enchant. Let's go to chest. Okay, cool. Absorption. Lesser absorption, 25. Where is the greater? I think it just says absorption. Okay, minor absorption. Cute. Where's the normal absorption? So is it just lesser and there's like no normal absorption? Weird. Absorb. Is it azorb? Chest absorb. Imbue a piece of chest for 60 minutes. 5 armor for 60 minutes. 60 minutes. What the fuck do you mean 60 minutes? It's a spell. Imbue a piece. What the fuck? I'm so confused. You're lying. Enchant a piece of armor. Yeah, 5% chance per hit. Okay. Is that the best one? Enchant. Really? Let's just press search. Apparently this thing is wigging out on me. Okay, so there's only lesser. Interesting. But you can see here that it says that there's a 5% chance per hit, giving you 25 points of damage absorption. It's basically the equivalent of you being healed for 25 HP 5% of the time. Yeah, you get those two things going. You get Blessing of Sanctuary on you. Just level with Blessing of Sanctuary. But even if you're caught not leveling a Blessing of Sanctuary, a combination of that True Silver breastplate and the Imbue chest enchant on it, absolutely fucking amazing. Even for AoE farming, absolutely insanely stupidly good. Go get it. Highly recommended. Anyways, I'm going to end this video here, and Deus Vult, boys.